This video is brought to you by eToro. Now, you may have seen that eToro sponsor a number of Premier League clubs. Now, if you don't have time to invest, you can use eToro's CopyTrader feature, copy top performing investors, so when they make a trade, you make the same trade automatically at no additional cost. Then click the link in the description and get on it right now. AFTV, James, have you ever seen a worse goalkeeping performance? I'll get getting straight to it.
Yeah. A
worse goalkeeping performance than that for a player in an Arsenal shirt. We've had a few dodgy keepers over the year. Almuna springs straight to mind, but what was Runarsson doing? You don't want to dig out a keeper, but he was terrible today.
Yeah, I remember a Fabianski disaster class against Porto in the Champions League. Don't know if that was bad. This was up there, I've got to say. I feel for the lad because, you know, because it's embarrassing. This isn't a whole team thing. People are going to look at that, those incidents. It was quite funny. We were really questioning his positioning on a free kick in the first half.
Yeah.
And then the second half, he was like...
He was even further over.
Right, he was next to the post. And I thought, this is going to look really bad for him. And it did, just not in the way I thought. You know,
yeah, because I thought he was going to curl it into the other corner.
Right.
And he actually hit it straight at him, not even that hard, and he just...
Really,
I mean, let's talk through it.
Yeah.
The first goal.
Yeah. Shocking.
That's his fault, isn't it? He's got to come out. It's a 6-yard area. He's got to come out and clear that, isn't it?
Yeah, catalogue of errors for me.
Get a punch to it or something.
Catalogue of errors for me. Cedric needs to block the cross. Mustafi needs to defend the near post. Runarsson, if you come out, you get it. Gabriel, he's the centre-back who sees Gabriel Jesus making the run. So I think all four of them really can share a bit of blame.
But even so, your keeper's the last
line
of defence.
Absolutely, yeah.
You come out, punch, clear it, everything goes tumbling down.
Yeah, no, I agree. Appalling, yeah.
Second goal,
second goal was the Mahrez.
I mean, that's a terrible error.
Yeah.
The third goal is offside, I think. If we'd had VAR, we would have been offside. Mm-hmm. Does he go down too early? Does he come out too quick?
Yeah, they say, I hate bringing Martinez up because we've moved on, we sold him, we got a good fee for a second string goalkeeper. But one of his better attributes, or one of his best attributes, was he was big. There were a few times teams got him behind us and he was a big guy. He couldn't just... Even the way Leno conceded against Southampton with the Walcott chip, I don't think that happens with Martinez. I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm just saying something Martinez was very good at. Runarsson... Yeah, I mean, maybe could have done better, but then that goal is also the result of a bad press. Cedric gets pulled out, then Mustafi has to go and he's out of position, and Gabriel can't. It's just, we look at him.
Goal?
Yeah. Which one was the fourth? I mean,
fourth goal.
The Mahrez. Yeah.
Again, 6-yard area. As a keeper, got to again defending poor. Everyone's ball watching, but does your keeper again have to just come and be a bit more physical?
I mean, maybe, but then I question. Is it Laporte's got his head on it? Mustafi and Kolasinac, one stepping up and not worrying about who's behind him and who to mark. And Kolasinac is doing neither. He's not even stepping up, but he's not even going to the ball. And I'm looking at him thinking, actually, let's touch on them two now. They're two players who, I don't think Kolasinac had that bad a game, in fairness. But they're two players who, let's be really brutally honest about it, we don't want them there. The manager doesn't want them there. They don't want to be there. So it's no good outcome's going to come from this,
Why is he playing then? Why is Mustafi playing?
I was furious with the 11 again. I thought Arteta... I was a unique one tonight in that I actually cared about tonight. A lot of people were saying, well, it's not I'd rather beat Chelsea and I'm not worried about the Carabao Cup. And I get all that, but where we are as a club, we have no right to be snobs about any competition right now. And this was a chance to be in the semi-final of a cup competition. And if we knocked out City, I know we're in bad form, but I fancy us on a day to turn up against an Everton or a United or a Tottenham or something. No, on a day, but we've been in bad form and done things before.
Not no more.
No, okay, I get what you're saying, but my point is, there's a chance to be in a semi-final, and he put out a fairly disgraceful 11, a back three that included two players that didn't want to be there. I thought Willock on the right wing. What's he meant to do on the right wing? Martinelli, I thought, was brilliant. To be fair to him, he played the same midfield too that. It's been very uninspiring. Maitland-Niles, he started left wing back, then he brought him into midfield like he didn't know what to do with him. Another managerial disaster class. Not all. I mean, look, it's not Arteta's fault. Runarsson can't catch a ball.
Another loss, though.
It is another
how many
defeat.
more losses can we sustain before we again got to keep asking that question about the manager.
Yeah.
You know, he's a lucky guy, isn't he, at the moment, Arteta? I don't know. I don't know any other manager at a top Premier League club that survives this many defeats.
You know who's keeping him afloat, I think, is Unai Emery. And the reason I say that was, with Unai, they really didn't want to sack him. And then eventually they went, this is so bad. And not only is it so bad, but I don't really know where it could get better.
But I feel like that now.
No, I get that, but I think it got so bad with him, and they sacked him, I think, earlier than they wanted to, that now they're going, we don't want to do another sacking, we don't want to go through another process, we'd rather just back one guy and see. Now, I'm not saying that's right, I'm just saying I think that's what they're doing, and I think that is the reason. I think if this was Arteta straight after Wenger, he wouldn't be given this time. But I think because he's somewhat, you know, if we're looking for positives, he signed Gabriel and Partey. And
he also signed Runarsson, and he signed Willian, and he signed Cedric.
Yeah, I know.
You know, he signed Murray. You know what I mean? So
I know. I'm playing devil's advocate here a bit.
Good signings, right? But the rest of them, this Runarsson signing, a backup goalkeeper, is a very, very important role, right? Because, you know, I think Kelechi made the point earlier. COVID's around at the moment, right? He could, you know, suppose Leno does a COVID test tomorrow. And they say, yo, bro, you got it.
Yeah.
You have to self-isolate for the next 10 days. Runarsson against Chelsea, with Giroud and Tammy Abrahams and physical players like that.
I agree.
I'd be worried as hell. And we've signed this guy. Nobody even knew who he was. He came from second division, or I think Dijon, towards the bottom of Liga. And he wasn't even the starting keeper for them.
No, I know.
I don't understand. You know, some of the recruitment is really baffling. You know, I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore.
Look,
It's a mess.
I'm just trying to offer some potential insight. I said after Burnley, I was stood here with you, and I said he's got to go. After Southampton, I said they're fighting for him, but I'm not convinced. And after Everton, I said he's got to go. Now, I don't like saying that. It pains me. I know I say it very straight-faced here, but it does pain me. I don't like that. You know, I actually quite like Arteta. I do believe he has the right intentions. I do believe he wants to do the right things with this club and this squad. But
I like you.
Sorry?
I like you. I wouldn't make you manager of Arsenal then.
I was thinking, where's this going?
I like you, but wouldn't make you manager of Arsenal.
Are you
That's
sure?
what I'm saying.
You've seen me in my little stats pad, would you not? You didn't?
Exactly.
No, I get what you're saying. You know, I do believe he has the right intentions, and I actually do think that there's some managerial qualities in him. But I'm at the point where we're sitting here, another home defeat, and in fact, I think because it's Carabao Cup, we're a little numb to it. We've lost 4-1 at home. It's disgraceful. That's appalling. You know, we missed out on an opportunity at semi-final. I know no one backed us, but I thought we'd do better than that. I thought we'd give it a go. I mean, there were some positives. Should we end on some positives-ish? Smith Rowe needs Premier League minutes. Oh my God, he needs Premier League minutes. Balogun, I think, needs to step up ahead of Nketiah now. That's not a dig at Nketiah. You can praise one without criticising the other. I think Balogun looks like he's got a bit more about him. He looked more assured on the ball and stuff. That's it. I don't really know if I can find many others. Cedric did okay. Maitland-Niles in midfield was lively. There are little things. I think that there were better passing combinations. Martinelli looks bright. You know, there are things that a new manager can come in and work with. But right now, we're 15th throughout the Cup. What are the chances we're going to do anything in the Europa League? It's looking bleak. Bring on Boxing Day. Merry Christmas, everyone.